So today I'm talking about what we have permission to do as entrepreneurs. And I'm talking about clients that are aligned with us. And I'm talking about really breaking the old paradigm of business. So for many of the people that I work with, they are service providers, they're consultants, they're coaches, they are, hey Sarah, great to see you. Thanks for being on. They are, primarily solopreneurs where they provide a service to their clients. And one of the things that will make your business so easy and feel so energy rich is making a decision today that you are only going to work with my mentor, Rebecca Ives Rubin, says soulmate clients. I say like clients that feel like a hell yes, because that's what it feels like in my body. It's like, when I am a hell yes to someone, there are a couple of factors present. Number one, I know with like absolute certainty in my body that I can get the massive results. And what happens to me in a sales conversation when I know that I can get someone massive results is I am really, really much more powerful and potent at selling them, right? At enrolling them. Because my certainty is one of the key pieces in sales that really supports having someone enroll in your programs. And the second thing is, I feel like I could be myself with my clients. And that's another thing that I think a lot of people, when they're first starting out, they feel as though, okay, I can't be who I am. I've got to put on the sales jacket. I've got to put on the coach hat. I've got to put on like these other things. And while there is, you will be providing a service. And it's important that we step up as leaders and provide the highest quality service available to us. Like that is an absolute, yes, it's an absolute standard. If you're a service provider or a coach, I would expect you to be of that standard. And it doesn't mean like in the days of old or in the old paradigm that we have to all of a sudden not be ourselves. All of a sudden, if we normally swear, like I normally swear, we don't swear. All of a sudden it's just prim and proper language, right? Because what happens when we're not authentic in the process of working with someone is it becomes an energy drain. It becomes an energy drain because we don't feel as though we can be ourselves. And my ideal clients, my soulmate clients, they resonate with me on a deep level. They know that I can support them. I also share with them exactly how I can support them in the sales conversation in the beginning, in the initiation of our work together. And I believe that the sales conversation this is why I teach sales. I think it's so important because it really is the sacred agreement that you two come to. And it really is the initiation of them working to you. And the other piece is it's your brand. When you have a sales conversation with someone, that is their first take on working with you. That is their first sense of working with you. And so if you're being inauthentic in the sales conversation, and then all of a sudden they get you as a coach or they get you some of your programs, and it's very different than what the sales conversation is like, there is a mismatch, and it's going to be really hard for that client to continue to trust you and follow your leadership, which means it's going to be really hard for them to generate results. So how do we find those soulmate clients? How do we find clients that are a hell yes to us and that we feel a hell yes to? This is where clarity is the most important thing. So the first thing that I would say is, very simply, what outcome can you deliver for your client? And who is the client that would experience that outcome the easiest with you? So what does that mean? I'll talk from my experience. So in my experience, the clients that can experience the biggest outcome with me are those that they've been in business for a couple of years already. They already have a steady stream of leads, whether that's through doing speaking engagements, whether that's through doing online marketing, their online programs, online community, what have you. And when they start working with me, what they desire to work less and work differently in their business and work on a deeper level, provide a deeper service for their clients. So they start over here at point A. Point Z is they are working less, have a greater lifestyle, and are providing deeper deeper fulfillment, deeper value for their clients, right? And so having clarity on that, I know who my hell yes client is going to be that can generate the fastest, for me, like the fastest return on investment, fastest ROI from working with me. So the more clarity that you have as to, wow, who are the clients that I can help and shift them in such a potent and powerful way where they would get such a massive win, right? And other things are, what are my standards? What do I enjoy? Who do I enjoy working with? I really enjoy working with people that don't take themselves so seriously. Because surprise, I don't take myself that seriously. Like I enjoy being playful. I think a business can be fun. I think sales can be fun. I like bringing a lot of energy to my projects, to my clients. And so people that take themselves too seriously, probably not a good fit for me. Probably not a fit. And that's okay, right? And so it's like dating. When you know exactly what you want, if you know that you want to get married within the next 2 years and you want to have children within the next 3 years, you're probably not a fit for someone who is not interested in having children ever and not interested in getting married, not interested in the institution of marriage. And so it's the same thing with business and with sales. We get to decide, right? And once we decide, okay, these are the type of clients I want, then we can work our attraction strategies, our marketing strategies towards them. Then we can start speaking to them. We can start speaking to their pain points. We can start speaking to what is it that they desire that I can deliver? How can I position my Facebook video so that they land on this and watch this and potentially reach out to me, right? And so once you have clarity on that, again, makes it so easy to enroll and sell because you're delivering a specific outcome to that specific person. The other thing is, aside from personality traits, in addition to personality traits, it's really mapping out what the values that you have, right? And so I'm committed to my clients when, I believe sales is a sacred agreement. And so when I commit to working with them and generating this outcome, that means that as a coach, I'm going to call them out when they're not doing the activities that would render them the outcome that we decided, because I have just as much at stake as they do. And that means that my client is going to be very committed, and they're also going to be very coachable, and they're going to be able to handle being called out when they're not doing the work. They're going to be able to handle a fierce accountability, always with love, but I'm not going to mince words. I'm going to tell them the truth. And so working with someone that's very sensitive, emotionally, and would get triggered by me saying, hey, why didn't you do this thing that we decided that you would do last week? What's coming up? Let's talk about your resistance. And someone being triggered by that and shutting down, not going to work for me, right? And so what are the values that you have? What are the standards that you have? Oh, yes, Maria, value, self-worth, 100%. And by the way, as I'm saying this, it takes being able to make empowered decisions to be able to say, this is a hell yes client for me. And to be able to say, hey, you know what? Based on this conversation, I don't think that we are the right fit at this moment in time. Here are some resources, right? It takes power to be able to say yes, hell yes, and to say no, right? It takes you knowing that you are worth working with people that you enjoy working with people that desire your leadership and that will follow your leadership and that will receive massive value and win massively from your leadership and align all of those things. And your work is to stand in the power of that and believe that it is possible. And that is really shifting the paradigm of entrepreneurship and business. It's really you standing for it, because here's the thing, we all have specific magic and unique magic to gift to the world. And the belief of scarcity says, oh, well, if I only work with my hell yes clients, or I don't even know that there are people like that in the world. That's the belief of scarcity. Our work, our inner work, is to have a belief of abundance and have a belief of, I get to work with awesome clients. My clients are They're freaking, like, I love each and every one of my clients. Like, they write me notes. They keep me updated on their sales activities. They freaking do the work. They do the inner work. They show up. They tell me the truth about what's going on. They get massive results. They love sharing their results with me. They like send me referrals all the time. My clients are awesome. And the only way that I can show up high vibe to serve those clients and to like generate more awesome clients like that is if I stay in a high vibe. And guess what's going to happen to my business, especially as a coach, if I start working with clients that feel really draining to me? I'm not going to want to do it. I'm not going to show up as high vibration and like high energy as I do for my current clients if I have clients that like feel like a drag. And so this is something that I would like to impart on you, encourage you to do, support you with, is making a conscious choice and making an empowered choice to work with people that align with you, that you like, and that you can produce massive results for. Because at the end of the day, it's just good business. And when you do good business and have positive, consistent effort towards your business and towards your clients, it cannot help but give you a really solid return in the way of referrals, in the way of testimonials, in the way of client wins. And like I say in sales all the time, if it's not your client wins, you win, and the world wins from your work together, then like it's not a good deal. All right, that's it for me. Happy Friday, happy weekend, enjoy, ciao.